Hey guys, Desolate Magic here, and it's time for more Last Airbender spoilers. I was on a little trip overnight this week, but now I'm back and we're gonna cover it. So first up, we've got Avatar Destiny. It's a 4-cost double green enchantment aura, and enchant creature you control. Enchanted creature gives +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard, and is an avatar in addition to its other types, so okay. And then whenever enchanted creature dies, mill cards equal to its power, return this card to its owner's hand, and up to one creature card milled this way to the battlefield under your control. Get it? Reincarnation, get it? This seems terrifically narrow. I mean, you'd really have to be running a very specific type of deck to have this work, but if you did, this would be powerful, but for 4? With no ward? I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Next up, Raven Eagle. It's a 3-cost black 2/3 creature bird assassin. Every time I read something this stupid, I have to just watch the series. I'm gonna do it. Anyway, flying. When this creature enters or attacks, exile up to one target card from a graveyard. If a creature card is exiled this way, create a clue token. I love a good card that does that passively and recurringly. And then whenever you draw your second card each turn, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Now that doesn't happen as much in black as it does in blue, but it's just kind of nice. So hit them in there, hit them consistently, and nuke their graveyard 1 swing at a time over time. I like it. That's just a solid good card. Then we've got one of the Ascension cards. It's Earthbender Ascension, 3-cost green enchantment. When this enchantment enters, Earthbend 2, you guys know what it does at this point, then search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. And then landfall, whenever land you control enters the battlefield, they really just need to put that back. Put a quest counter on this enchantment. When you do, if it has 4 or more quest counters on it, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains trample until end of turn. That's a little slow for that crazy of an effect, but I mean, it costs 3 and it's only 1 green, so hey. It is a self-contained landfall assister that also contains landfall, so, I think they just cut off the power level there. And both of these last 2 cards are just like, okay, it's a solid card, which is fine, except it doesn't fit into this set at all. This set's power level is bonkers. I've got some examples coming up. So next up, we got The Legend of Kyoshi. It's a 6-cost double green mythic. Oh, this gonna be good. Starts as a saga. Chapter 1 is draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. 2 is Earthbend X, where X is the number of cards in your hand. That land becomes an island in addition to its other types. And then 3, exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield transformed under your control. And then it becomes Legendary Creature Avatar, of course, Avatar Kyoshi, and 5/4. Lands you control have trample and hexproof. Hello. And if you tap her, add X mana of 1 color, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. So you can do all kinds of stuff with this. For 6, it might be a little weak, but I mean, like, draw cards equal to the greatest power? I mean, come on. Then we've got Ba Sing Se, or C, I don't know. This land enters tapped unless you control a basic land of any type at all. Rare, by the way. And it taps for 1 green, and then if you pay 2 generic 1 green for 3 total, tap it, Earthbend 2. I assume you could target itself if you really wanted. Activate only at sorcery speed, because otherwise that would be a little much. So that's kind of nice, just as a little self-contained thing. Now this one's nuts. Okay, Judy, which I'm just going to call Judy, one of many. I mean, yeah, you got Judy, my friend's mom, and then you got Big Booty Judy from the Money Montana song. 2 completely different Judys. I am already well aware that she is one of many. You didn't really have to tell me that. So it's an uncommon 2-cost black creature human advisor, 2/2. And if you pay 1 black and tap her, surveil 1, then create a token that's a copy of this creature, then sacrifice an artifact or creature, activate only as a sorcery. I don't really know why you would want more of these, but I guess then you could pay 1 more black on that one, tap it and surveil it the next turn, so, okay. Could get like a death trigger thing going on, because she would cause the death trigger if you sacrificed a creature, or an artifact, but, primarily a creature, and then she would cause a death trigger by getting her killed on purpose in the future because she's only a 2/2, I guess. I don't know, this just struck me as really weird for multiple reasons. Then we got the walls of whatever the heck city that is. Legendary artifact creature wall, defender, other permanents you control have indestructible, and 0 freaking 30. because why not? Honestly, in Standard, that won't stop a damn thing. My whatever the crap Hydra's coming at you at about 256, alright? So this ain't gonna soak up much. But all other permanents, like at all, that you control have indestructible. That's crazy. So it's a legendary artifact, which you can historically free cast, Creature Wall. And otherwise naturally casting it costs 8, and it probably should, but like you're just gonna cheat this out. I mean, this is just playing with fire. It's just stupid. I kind of like it because it's so silly, but then like put it in the commander deck, you know? I checked and the pre-order price of this one is between 15 and 18, depending upon what artwork you want. Not surprising. I thought it might be like an $8 or $9 card, but I could see it. So next up we got South Pole Voyager. You're gonna need something a little thicker than that at South Pole, I'll just tell you right now. But it's a 2 white, 2/2 creature human scout ally, and whenever this creature or another ally you control enters, you gain 1 life. If this is the second time this ability is resolved this turn, draw a card. Oh yeah, for Ally Flood, this is like the card to have, and this isn't legendary, which is really big. Really solid card there. Then we've got Zao the Moonslayer. How you gonna blow up the moon, bro? What are you even doing? I really gotta watch the anime. It's a 2-cost red 2/2 legendary creature human soldier, menace, and non-basic lands enter tapped. Love it. And pay 7, put a Conqueror counter on Zao. As long as Zao has a Conqueror counter on him, non-basic lands are mountains. Wait, did he like kill the moon spirit or something? I think I did see that episode. Anyway, that's your Blood Moon effect right there. It costs 7 though, and you have to keep him alive the whole time, which, you know, won't happen. And then we've got apparently Abandoned Air Temple. Well, all of them are, I assume. You didn't really have to tell me that. So it's a rare land, probably part of this wacky cycle, and it enters tapped unless you control a basic land of any type. So, you know, not bad. It only taps for white, though, so it's not like any kind of dually, you know, so I don't think it's going to be that much money. But if you pay 4, 3 generic plus 1 white, you can tap it and put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Oh, we found the most powerful one so far. And by the way, this is a regular land and not a shrine. And you might be saying, but Des, all the shrines are enchantments. They wouldn't do that. Look me in the eyes and tell me they wouldn't do that, okay? You and I both know you're lying. Anyway, Curious Farm Animals. It is a 1-cost white 1/1 common creature, Boar Elk Bird Ox, because of course it is. And whenever this creature dies, you gain 3 life, love it. And pay 2, sacrifice this creature, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. Oh yeah, that is like intrinsically better than an M29 card. By the way, M29 draft back live on Arena. I know that's not actually what it's called, it's like Foundations or something, but I always forget. That's an accurate but boring name. And Core Set M29 is more like what it is. But they have a card that does this for 2. So bringing this down to 1, I think that was kind of smart. But I mean, they're just lowering it because the speed of Standard is so out of control right now. To even have anything playable, they had to do it. Next up, we got Phoenix Fleet Airship, another mythic here. So it's a double black 4-cost artifact vehicle. Already I'm out. Crew 1, I'm still out. 4/4. Let's see if it turns into a creature on its own without being crewed, though. I bet you it does. Flying, at the beginning of your end step, if you sacrificed a permanent this turn, create a token that's a copy of this vehicle. Oh my god. Then, as long as you control 8 or more permanents named Phoenix Fleet Airship, this vehicle is an artifact. I'm too scared to check, but isn't the wording on Mobilize sacrifice them at the end of turn? Well, that's not good with a crew 1. This is going to be a little much. If you start like converting that to allies, you might have something there. I'm not sure if you can get away with that, but man, you'd be running the triple. So self-driving, if you got 8 of them, which is 32 damage in the air. So, yeah, a little bit slow, a little bit late though. You know, it's fine. Next up, we got Boarcupine. It's a very serious card. 3-cost 2/2. Creature Boar Porcupine, of course, common. And then whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Yes, instead of prowess, they now have counters on a 3-cost common. Yeah, with firebending, by the way. So, yeah, good thing they started it at a 2/2. Then we've got an absolutely nuts card here. This is Great Divide Guide. I would just not go through the divide. I go through the secret tunnel. But it's a 2-cost green 2/3 creature human scout ally. And each land and ally you control has Tap for 1 mana of any color. Yeah. I mean, that would have been broken 10 years ago, and it was when they did it, but it's fixing for lands, but who cares? Your land base should be correct. And then allies, okay, you have to be playing allies, but as long as those two are true, this is insane. But in the current power level standard, this is just par for the course. So next up we got Air Nomad Legacy. It's a 1 white, 1 blue enchantment, not legendary, very important to point that out because whenever this enchantment enters, create a clue token, great, who cares? But creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. Oh yeah! All Flying Angels is still a viable deck, and if you splash blue, you're going to wreck the living crap out of people. So this is the addition to that. Next up, absolutely nuts card. I wanted to include it even though it's in the only Commander legal set or whatever, Eternal, whatever they're doing. Tarnished Citadel, land, taps for 1 colorless, but wait. Tap it, add 1 mana of any color, this land deals 3 damage to you. That's right, the even higher damaging, even worse but universal, so not really worse, color fixer land, sort of. I don't even know what to call it. Pain land? Shock land? I don't remember which is which at this point, actually. I want to say Painland, that sounds right. So, yeah, this exists. Then we've got Meteor Sword. This whole set is just a meme anyway. So it's a 7-drop artifact equipment, colorless of course. When it enters, destroy target permanent, like the card Meteor. But then because, Meteor is just boring, equipped creature gets +3/+3, equip 3. So yeah, it's crafted from a fallen meteor, symbolizing the sudden change that wielding it brings. Which means that it's secretly also the Razor of Mehrunes Dagon. And then we've got this creepy critter here, Ko the Face Stealer. What? This isn't a children's anime show? So it's a 6-cost, double black, 6/6, legendary creature, shapeshifter spirit, and when it enters, exile up to 1 other target creature. Whenever another non-token creature dies, you may exile it. Pay 1 life, choose a creature card exiled with Ko, and then he has the activated abilities and triggered abilities of the last chosen card. So removal with partial cloning, kind of underwhelming for 6, but could get out of control. Then finally we've got Team Avatar, and I think this is the last of the spoilers. The website I'm looking at says we're at like 280 something out of like 250, so okay, I guess special guests or something, so I think this is all of them. Not 100% sure, though. But we've got a white 3-cost enchantment. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets +1, or +X/+X, until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. That's right. Go wide, go tall, super exalted. Then if you pay 3, discard this card, it deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature. And you can do that at instant speed. That's just fun. So they managed to take Exalted, make it into Super Exalted, or Mega Exalted, pardon me. It also has an effect that goes by multiple other names, actually. I guess it's not a creature, so it'd probably just be 1, but yeah, you just kind of cast it short. But you can only do it from your hand, so just like this weird combination of 2 cards, that's why I wanted to throw it in, because it's just so unusual. So that is it from now, and it might be it for this set. Can't wait to see what this does to Standard. Should be very, very broken. Keep that in mind when we've got the ban announcement coming up very shortly in November. So I'm definitely going to cover that. Subscribe if you don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.